Well, traffic is moving pretty steadily behind me in front of the Columbus Civic Center, although shortly before 4:30 traffic was backed up. Screening process at smaller airports like this one, the Columbus Airport, is the same process major airports use. CBS's latest projections showing Trump at 67% of the vote in Georgia, with Clinton at 30%. At least one male is dead on the scene, and others have been taken to the hospital following a shooting. We are on the Colorado street side, and it is still a very active scene out here with the coroner and detectives. The Americas community honored those officers at a vigil last night. The suspects were in a standoff with authorities for about 3 hours. One suspect now dead, the other in custody. It's some little lighter rain jackets rather than the cold, heavy jackets for rain later in the week.
Yeah, I would just keep all of it out.
Why is this election so important?
Because the Democrats got to win.
Now all looks very calm, but whoa, what a difference almost 24 hours makes. This is what was happening at Toomer's Corner just after midnight this morning. Hillary Clinton is the first female presidential candidate from a major party, and Donald Trump, a reality TV star and businessman, prides his campaign on bringing an outsider to Washington. Thanks so much for watching Evening Edition. We'll see you back here at 11 for Night Watch.
Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand.
Oh. We showed this exclusive dash cam video from the night of March 6, 2014 to our crime expert Ricky Holder.
Watch when he gets out of the car. Watch his right hand. His left hand's got the door.
Let me see your hand. Let me see your hand.
Man, that was quick.
Michael Davidson was holding his wallet in his hand while getting out of the car.
You see something dark colored in his hands, but you can't tell what it is.
Davidson's attorney, Brian Mossholder, says his client struggled to open his door since his car was parked on a slope.
You see that? See how he comes out with his right arm? And I know it's probably he's blocking the door. Whew, that's tough.
Are you armed?
No.
Yes. Hang on. You okay? Stay with him. You okay?
As you can see, the officer got very emotional after this had happened when he realized it was not a gun that this young man had in his hand, but the way this individual exited the vehicle, it's a split-second decision. And unfortunately, this time it was the wrong decision.
News 3 asked Holder if he thought the situation was handled properly.
I think it was. He's looking at if this guy had a gun, he could shoot him before he could pull his gun and shoot this individual. It's a tough situation.
When you look at the video, in less than 6 seconds from the time Michael Davidson starts to open his door, Officer Hancock shoots him, and he shoots him for absolutely no reason.
Mary Rice, she is in custody, and William Boyette, we believe, has died of a self-inflicted gunshot wound.
The standoff started after a car believed to have been stolen by murder suspects William Boyette and Mary Rice was spotted at the West Point Motel.
The white car that's backed in, that's the car they had stolen, and the room is right behind the back end of that car.
Troup County Sheriff James Woodruff says Rice checked into the West Point Motel with her own ID.
Shortly after us getting here, they knew that we were here because they would open the curtain and wave at the officers outside, so they knew of our presence immediately.
The Georgia State Patrol SWAT team set up in the parking lot.
And shortly thereafter, he released her, and we took her into custody without incident. And just a few minutes later, they heard a single gunshot. When they opened the door, they realized that he had shot himself.
Sheriff Woodruff says Rice seemed visibly shaken.
She was upset. She was crying when they brought her up to where I was at.
Sheriff Woodruff says he has been in contact with Florida officials.
We take her back to our agency where she will remain until the DA comes up from Escambia County. At some point, she will have to sign extradition to go back to Florida, and until that time, she will remain in the Troup County Jail.
The pair is accused of murders across the Panhandle in southern Alabama.
I bet there is a lot of relief there, but still a lot of grief.
Sheriff Woodruff called the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to work the death investigation. Sixth grader Annalise Ovdink loaded up her shopping cart Thursday evening with the help of law enforcement.
It means something really awesome to me, like being with the cops who actually save millions and millions of lives. It risks their own life at the same time. It's pretty awesome.
Okay, so the Legos for mom. This is for you. And you want this for your brother?
This is Deputy Michael Thomas's first time participating in Cops, Kids, and Christmas.
I met a new friend, and I love it.
Major J.D. Hawk with Columbus Police says it's not just the kids who enjoy the shopping.
We're having a blast. It gives the officer a little joy in the Christmas too. When they see how these kids act, it also builds a relationship. I've had kids that went shopping years and years ago that are adults now, and they come up and say, I remember.
This comes at an emotional time for police following recent police shootings in Georgia.
Coupled with that, it lets the public know police officers are human. We're out here, we have a relationship with the public, and it puts us as human beings to the public.
Thomas enjoyed shopping with his new friend.
I would definitely do it again, and I'll be the first on the list.
Officers left with a smile while shoppers rushed home with their treasures.